go. I mute this. There we go. There we go. Right. Hello, everyone. Knocking things over. Right. Give it a second, see if anyone joins. Just scooting over. No, I'm vanishing. Yes. I'm not going to be doing one of these 31 days at Halloween things. I just thought I'd pop on, see how everyone is. Do. Right. So I started doing my 10K steps a day today. It was bracing. For those who don't know, I'm supporting Epilepsy Action this month by doing 10,000 steps a day. Bloody hell. And yeah, I managed to hit my 10,000 steps, although it was interesting because I did a 6-mile walk on a treadmill at the gym, and it only recorded like 8K steps, and I was like, what the hell? 8,000 steps on a 6-mile walk. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I did a bit of extra workout, some upper stuff. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? I'm just talking to myself at the minute. I'm talking to you as well now, but yeah, I started my 10,000 steps a day challenge for Epilepsy Action today. That was interesting. I managed to do it. I managed to get the 10,000 steps in. It was an incredibly fun stream last night. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard, so I can do this. Hey, you're on the channel. Yeah. And to answer this question, it was very fun stream last night. Yeah. This is literally just me popping onto Jabron because I've got videos that I could be editing and uploading, but I just can't be asked. I'm tired. I am really tired. So, nope, that doesn't work. There we go. Well, you enjoy your party, mate. You don't have to hang about. I appreciate you popping in. You can always catch this back up when it's up on the channel. But I appreciate you stopping in to comment and say hi. Oh, excuse me. That's the tango. I've been tangoed. So yeah. I managed to get a workout in, do my 10,000 steps, got home, and then watched Hocus Pocus 2. It was fun. I laughed a lot. Now, yes, you can pick it apart. If I wanted to get really like critical, you can pick it apart. But it's a legacy sequel. It's meant to be fun. Like for me in Top Gun, I could pick that apart. But I had fun with it, so I don't care. I mean, there were plenty of cringy moments. There was cringy moments in Top Gun as well. But yeah, I'm going to compare it to Top Gun because of their legacy sequels. But it was definitely an entertaining movie. I definitely enjoyed it. And the return, they looked older. They definitely looked older. I'm not good. Again, this is non-spoiler talk. So if anyone jumps in and they find me talking about it, I'm not going to ruin anything. The makeup for Sarah Jessica Parker and Sarah the character, yeah, I think they went a bit overboard with the makeup. But again, I think accounting for their age, they had to. Oh well. Right. So yeah, that was entertaining. That was entertaining. I did enjoy the movie. I'm not going to watch the 25th anniversary special, like festival thing or whatever it was that they did in 2018. Um, I don't. I don't need feel the urge to. I mean, I was glad they released the sequel and I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's. I think that's it now. The way they ended it, obviously, they wanted, Disney-fy it. Again, you can pick it apart. I'm not gonna. No, I won't talk too much more because I'll start accidentally spilling details, and that's the last thing I want to do, is accidentally spill details. So we soldier on. I went. I've been a member of this gym for a while, and I started going late August, but my mood and mental health went through the floor. So I restarted again today, and my plan is get to the gym every day, make sure I can hammer out the 10,000 steps, and alternate the days with other workouts. So I'm not just doing a massive amount of cardio every day. Yeah. So how's everyone been? You've been good? Great. Talking to yourself is incredibly funny. I mean, when technically speaking, I'm talking to myself because I'm talking to a camera. And you think when you do recording and you do YouTube, you would get used to just talking to a camera. But I honestly don't think you ever get used to it. It's like I'm cringing now because I know I'm talking to myself. But yeah, can't think of what else to talk about. It was a great live stream last night. I was on with Classic Reviews, as you see the comments in the channel. Josh. I was on with Scott Anders. I can't remember the name of his channel. Let's Get Kicking Guy, Ryan. And it was Let's Get Kicking Guy's channel. Fantastic live stream. It went on longer than I expected. I honestly didn't expect it. It went on longer as well, because when it ended for everyone watching it, we yabbered on for like a good solid half hour to an hour afterwards. So yeah, that was entertaining. I was recently on Video Tasty's channel doing a watch through of Resident Evil. I've got well, we haven't made plans, but we definitely do want to watch the second one at least, because he's got the VHS for the second one. They never released any others on VHS, we don't think. So we're going to do the second one, Apocalypse, at some point, and then whatever happens. Let's fiddle with this, shall we? What's this do? New layout. Press Shift 5. Okay, Shift 5. Shift plus 5. Doesn't work. New layout. Press Shift plus 5. Nah, it doesn't want to work. I don't know if it changes view. Nope, doesn't change the view. Shift plus 5. Shift 5. by shift. I'm now just playing with this. Yeah, apparently, according to this, pressing shift is supposed to change it. Um, that's weird. Oh, weird. Hmm. I guess because I'm on my own, it just won't change the actual background. Because it is changing it. When I hit shift 1, yeah, it is changing them, but eh. Well, I suppose I'll just go over a couple of pickups then while we're, because yeah, they'll probably pop up in videos coming up. But yeah, I'll go over. I haven't. No, I haven't got these in videos, so I'll go over these. So for the latecomers popping in, they'll see these. I don't know if all of them work, and I did, I think, show some of them off on the live stream last night as a sort of after. No, I don't think I showed them off on live stream. I think I showed them off after. Anyway, so the Blu-rays. Never seen this. Apparently, it's a pretty decent documentary. As you can see, I've still got the stickers on because I haven't tested it yet. £1.50, can't go wrong. CEX. Here we go. There's the other one I got from CEX. This I got on DVD, so I just bought the Blu-ray for it. 50p, again, can't go wrong. Apparently, it's a really good film. I remember seeing it. I remember zero about it. Absolutely zero about it. From MT Games. Dirty Grandpa. The extended edition. Cost me £1. That was £1, wasn't it? Yeah, it was £1. And I bought this because it's another comedy. It cost £1, and it's got John Cena in it. I don't hate John Cena's acting. That cost £1. All right. Now, for those that join and see those, let me know down in the comments if you like them. If you don't, if there's any comments you'd like to make about them. I also went into Imaginarium. Now, you've seen me show off a couple of Sentinels comics on the channel before. I went in to pick up some alternate editions. They only do one variant cover. Obviously, they do the main and a variant. I didn't know they did them for every edition, so I went in to see which ones that they did have. And they've got a few more, which I will be picking up at some point. But let's see. I think one Scales of Justice. Yeah. This is the alternate edition of Scales of Justice. And the cover art is by Andy Lambert. And Alan, the person who writes it, was gracious enough to sign it for me. Fantastic art. Again, that's issue 2 of Sentinel comic. And this is the alternate or variant of Affair to Remember, which is issue 3. And it's done by Hunt Emerson. Again, Alan, the guy who writes it, was gracious enough to sign it. But these little comics are fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. It's what makes me want to keep collecting all the variants. I'm not a comic heavy guy. As you can see, I've got lots of Blu-rays and DVDs around me, but I do have the big book selection. Just my only comics I really collect are, because I got all disillusioned with old DC and Marvel stuff. There's the stuff from Sentinel, trying to support a local indie, and yeah, they've been fantastic. The comics have been fantastic. They're small, they're short, they're bite-sized enough that you can sit down, read one, Half hour later to an hour later, you're finished. So you can read one in a break. And yeah, I've got a load of variants, and I think it's so 2, 3. I need 4 and 6. So Misty Moore, which is the 4th one, Bad Kitty, which is the 6th one. I need the variants for them, and the 5th one, I can't remember the name of it now. I need the standard cover for that, and then I'll have all of the variants. So I'm quite happy with them. What else to talk about? Oh, this must be so entertaining for the person who comes in after, pops on and sees, oh, he went live. Let's see what he talked about. Click play. And there's just me rambling to myself about how I'm talking to myself. Oh. But yeah, Hocus Pocus 2 was fun. To come back to that, Hocus Pocus 2 was fun. Now, I subscribe to a lot of YouTubers who have very strong opinions, and I really subscribe to them because of the whole Doctor Who debacle. And I do share some of their opinions, but they don't have wine. So yeah, I'm kind of ignoring the really obvious clickbait titles and thumbnails about how Hocus Pocus 2 is terrible. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic. Hey, good evening, Gareth. How are you? I'm ranting to myself. In fact, if you watch some of this back, you'll hear me talking about or ranting about how I'm talking to myself. You should watch Hocus Pocus 2 with the kids. I'm sure they'd love it. If they love the first one. Because, yeah, I think you need to like the first one to like this new one. It's definitely, yeah, one to watch with kids. But again, as I was saying, perhaps it's because my brain's not wired the same as, like, I'm what's known as neurodivergent, not neurotypical. So perhaps it's just because I'm able to, I don't know, I see things a little different. I don't know. There could be a reason, but who knows? I enjoyed it. I very much so enjoyed it. Not a fan of the first. Too late to the party. Well, it was 1993 when it came out. And yeah, I think they did the first enough justice. Again, as I said near the start of this, I could pick it apart quite easily. But the whole point of the movie was to have fun. I'm not going to go full critic mode on a kids' film. Because it's a family film. It's a kids' film. It's Disney's version of Hocus Pocus. Because obviously, Disney back then would have been a bit more, hardcore. But nowadays, Disney, paint everything with a pink brush. Everything must look rose-colored. Family friendly. So yeah, a couple of decisions in the film made me think, oh, they didn't have to do that. They could have done it better. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Which is all that matters when you watch a film. If you enjoy it. Yeah. So how's things? How's the family? All good? Evan's currently in bed. Didn't even know I was going to do a live. Evan just went to bed a little while ago to try and get some rest. Bless them. Quite a bit of pain from the walk today from the gym. Yeah. I wish I knew how to stop the delay from this, because I know there's a delay. And I've got. I mean, You could say I'm cheesing the system, because in order to know where I am, I've got myself on the my channel on the screen down there, so I have one regular viewer at least. All good here. Good to know. That is good to know. Yeah, this I'm not gonna. I don't know if you hear when I actually said it, but I'm not gonna do a 31 Days of Horror. I can't do that. If I did see a horror film and I wanted to say something about it, this is how I would do it. I would go live and just be like, "Hey, I saw this today. I thought it was great," or "Hey, I saw this today. I thought it was shit." I'm not gonna record a video, edit it with the intro and outro, fancy, gifs, memes, whatever. I'm not gonna do any of that. I've also mentioned, by the way, that we did the watch through for Resident Evil, and we'll be doing another watch through at some point with Apocalypse, which I'm looking forward to, because again, that is my favorite of the Resident Evil films. Yeah, that's it. Really, it's just I only popped on to do a bit of jibber jabber and talk a bit about Hocus Pocus 2, and I've had two commenters, so I appreciate you both. I don't know how long I want to stay on, because I can't think of what else to talk about. Without the prompts or the back and forth, it kind of it just again I just feel like I'm talking to myself. Why am I talking to myself? Tell you what, if for those still in the chat, hold on. Don't mind me stretching around. I'm just trying to move things without knocking things over. All right. Put that there. And move that there. This isn't entertaining for you, just seeing me move things about. I would like the chat, whoever's in it, whether it be now or in comments, to decide for me which of these movies to watch next. Come on. There we go. It's been up enough. Yeah, I'll read it off because I can't tell if it was focused or not. I've already watched The Man Who Knew Too Much. So we have The Birds, Family Plot, Frenzy, Marnie, Rear Window, Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Topaz, Torn Curtain, The Trouble with Harry, Rope, Vertigo, or Psycho. We have our first vote or suggestion. The Birds. Absolute classic, mate. I knew you'd probably say that because I've told you time and time again how The Birds is my favorite of all of Hitchcock's films. So that is a quality choice. First choice, first film, The Birds. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I'll talk about this set actually. I picked this set up off eBay for £6.44. And inside the set, it was missing two things. It was missing Vertigo disc, and it was missing the entire case and disc for The Man Who Knew Too Much. So I bought them both separately, obviously both with the discs and the case, so I would have a spare case for when because The Man Who Knew Too Much, when I bought it, it had no case. It was just the inlay in the disc. I was cheap for it. I paid about £3.40 something for the both Vertigo with case and that on disc, and the Manually Too Much just without the case. And then I got in touch with the people who sold me this, and I asked them. I said this was missing discs and a case. So as I've had to spend extra money to get replacements, do you mind covering the cost by refunding the cost of what I've paid for the other things? And they outright fully refunded this. They didn't ask questions. They apologized and just said, "We're really sorry. We'll issue you a refund." And they did. They just outright refunded £6.44 for this. So that gave me a little bit of extra money for other things. So I now have this full set, which is a nice set. It is a very nice set. And I know it's only DVDs, but it is a lovely set. And The Birds is my favorite of all of Hitchcock's films. Yes, you can tear the CGI apart, but it's such a quality film. It is genuinely creepy, although I found the dark half to be genuinely creepy as well, which I'm pretty sure that took some inspiration from The Birds. But yeah. Well, Gareth, what have you seen lately? What films have you seen lately? I know you did a watch through tonight, which I'm sorry I missed. I'm going to have another shave tomorrow, I think. Starting to feel a bit rough. I was quite happy with the Dollar Shave Club. I was very happy with the Dollar Shave Club. Got the with the I've still got the one of the blades I used. Still got plenty of life in it, and I was quite overgrown a little when I used it. Obviously, used the normal blade to go off, but then I used Nivea Fresh Kick shaving gel, and then Nivea Fresh Kick aftershave balm, which was quite nice. Felt good afterwards. Wasn't live tonight, just watched Halloween and Halloween 2. I thought you had the Night Watcher. I was pretty sure you had the Night Watcher. Wasn't that what it's called? Night Watcher? Or was that postponed? Yeah, hey Sparks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've never seen it myself, but I am looking forward to your review. Like I said on your video, I am really looking forward to your review. And it doesn't matter if it's not horror. Like I said, this earlier in this video or live, I'm not doing a 31 Days of Horror. I can't bring myself to do that. I'm already pushing myself to do this thing for the Epilepsy Action Charity. No. Am I forcing myself to do? Unlucky to hear that, mate. Unlucky to hear that. That was your review. Oh, right. Come on, Sparks. You can get a small video up, a couple of minutes long. Time after time is great. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that because I've never seen it, and I do like hearing a lot of people talk about how old films are really worth watching. So yeah, I will get on it at some point. I will get on it at some point. Most definitely. That Jack Daniels is staring at me. I'm not going to touch it though, because I'll pass out after a single shot. What do you think of Barbara? Oh, wrong side. What do you think of Barbara? Uh, I keep hoping I'll wake up and I'll find her somewhere else in the room. Nah, it was very good, charming film. We'll do a short vid. Yeah, great. I would definitely watch it, mate. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely looking forward to that. Oh, it's definitely good to have people to talk to in the chat, because I think that's been like a third of my conversation to myself tonight is just talking about how I'm talking to myself. But yeah, what do you guys think of dolls? Let's get some kind of horror theme into this. What do you guys think of dolls? I know many people that absolutely cannot stand dolls. I love them, especially the oldie type looking ones. Definitely. I've got another one on top of this bookshelf here. The one you can see my finger waving around over the Blu-rays. I've got another bookshelf there, another one up the top of there. I keep hoping I'll wake up one night and one of them will maybe be by the sofa or on top of my chest or something. My problem is not wanting to do spoilers, but hard to talk about without. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get like that with accidentally saying stuff, which is why I have to stop myself rambling at times because I will end up just rambling off a spoiler, even if I might think it's not quite a spoiler. But I mean, I mentioned Sarah's makeup from Halloween tonight. It's not really a spoiler because women wear makeup, especially the Sanderson sisters. They wear makeup. But, I do understand what you mean. Yes, that's an actual doll, mate. That is an actual doll. It's not it's a ceramic or porcelain doll. It's not it's not one of those 6-inch figures like from NECA or anything like that. I will get up and show you, but I cannot allow you to see below my waist. That's all I'm going to say. Let's just say it's been one of those days that I had to, yeah, let myself breathe. Half hour. What have I been yabbering about for half hour? I don't know. What do you think, Sparks? Which of these films? Come on, Focus. It's like this in my videos. It's like you can tell it's just not focusing. There we go. Which of those films do you think I should watch? I've had The Birds suggested. So, like newsreaders, you're bottomless under the desk. Each to their own. Well, it has to be done, mate. It has to be done. I've done a lot of walking today. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking for the next month. Well, hey, that's a vote for Rear Window. I don't have a community tab yet. At least I don't think I do. I looked as if looking at my TV with my face on it is actually going to do anything. But yeah, so I would have put a poll up that way, but at least this tries to get some, interaction going. It's like, I don't care if people dislike my videos because it's interaction that pushes your video further into the algorithm of the robot going, ooh, someone clicked a button. People must want to see it, even though it's a dislike. My PC is playing up. We'll catch you next time. No problem, Gareth. You take it easy. I'm glad someone came on to chat with me other than Josh from Classic Reviews and obviously you guys. It keeps the view timer keeps going up. That thing, sorry. This thing here, I can see a view timer just above my finger. And I know Gareth has said not to trust it. But yeah, it keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down. But it's like I know the longer you're live, the more people see that you're live and jump in. But unless I've got some plan to talk about something, I just I lose track of what to talk about. That's why I've started talking about random things like the doll. But yeah. Regular contact will push your vid views and interaction, etc. and subs. Exactly. I'm not too worried about subs. I mean, it's nice to have obviously subscribers, and I do get more and more periodically. Slowly, I come on, and I lose some randomly for some reason. But I stopped worrying about subscribers because it forced me into a place where I just was refusing to even look at YouTube. So I came on, and ta-da! Now I'm not worried about subscribers. I just throw out whatever I want to throw out, whether it's a small candid video, whether it's a live candid video, whether there's any discussion talking points. Yeah. I was on a live last night, and yesterday I had to buy this comically large can of adult drink. 1000 ml, 5% volume. Only took me 17 years to break 500. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, that's the thing. I know the idea is put out the content. The longer the video, the more views you get, or sorry, the more watch time you get. So the longer the video, the more watch time you get, the better click-through rates. I'm aware of all this. It's just putting it into action. It's like I can't do a short video. I don't understand unless it's a video literally without me instinctively not needing to talk about something. Like I did a controversial opinion video where I mentioned that I actually like Justice League 2017. That got massively disliked. And I was like, I don't care. No, short vids are better. Yeah, see, I've heard that as well. And I know YouTube are pushing shorts now as well. But if you're going to put out a short video, you need to put out lots of short videos. And if I'm going to do that, I could easily do that. I could put out 15 videos now. Just record saying, "Hey, I've watched this film. I think it's great. This could be better. This could be better. This is perfect." You know, and then that's it. Like 2-3 minutes of video, and then do another one, and then do another one, and then do another one. I could do that, but I don't want to spam people's news feeds of just a lot of short videos. But then I end up doing really long videos, and I don't mean to do 20-minute videos on just, hey, this is what I picked up today. It's the stress. All that stress thinking about it is just, oh my god. No, stop. If someone watches 2 minutes of a 20-minute vid, it's worse than 1 minute of a 2-minute vid. Better watch time. No, I know what you mean. When I said watch time, I mean as in watch time in total, not just the 2 minute, like the ratios of 2 minutes of a 20-minute and 1 minute of a 2-minute. The ratios are better for the shorter video, but I'm talking about actual full watch time because you need to hit so much watch time according to the system before you can even be accepted for monetization. Well, I appreciate the advice, and I'll take it under advisement when I'm recording videos in the future of try and keep it below 5 minutes. Because there was a time when you had to hit 10 minutes and 1 second. Olden days of YouTube, man. Olden days of YouTube. Bloody mental. That's another thing as well. I go live as a spur of the moment thing. I don't announce it. I just go live. That's a bad thing. I know it's a bad thing, but I can't help it. I don't like it's not programmed into me to say go to your Instagram, go to your Twitter, announce it days in advance that you're going live, announce it the day you're going live, and then to remind people. Yeah, I'm just rambling now. Rambling. So what's your plans next, mate? What have you got planned to do? That tango is nice, by the way. Sugar-free strawberry and watermelon. I'll have to buy Evan some more because technically it was their drink. Do whatever suits you, mate. But the shorts do help get people's interest. Jump from 200 to 500 pretty quick, but have put up a lot more regular content. Yeah. Just go with the flow. Yeah, that's it. I could record multiple short videos and program YouTube to release them one a day, but yeah, I get in my head about not wanting to spam people because I've got a couple of people I subscribe to who put out like 4 or 5 short videos at the same day, and my YouTube subscription feed is suddenly nothing but their face. And I don't know how it works for other people because I know how the YouTube subscription feed works. You could be subscribed to someone, never watch any of their content, and it won't appear in your subscription feed. Whereas if you subscribe to someone and you regularly watch their content, YouTube algorithm will every day make sure if a new video is uploaded to show it in your subscription feed. I know that BS works. To pinch something you said, BS. Enjoy picking up and sharing the VHS collection, but we'll watch more horror and do some short reviews. Yeah. Yeah, those VHS videos do look nice. The ones you picked up. I just wish I could find them. To be honest, every time I see a nice VHS edition of something, the person's charging a ridiculous amount for it. I mean, I never find anything like the 4K chef. Pardon me. Found today. He, or I think it was today, he uploaded a picture on his Instagram of the James Bond VHS collection, which is Dr. No's GoldenEye. And the condition of the box looks fantastic. Obviously, he didn't show it. We didn't see any of the tapes. I don't think he actually picked it up. But it cost £10. I'd pay that. I would pay that £10 for that set if I knew the condition of the tapes. Because it's a fantastic set. Yeah, exactly. If you're regularly watching a channel, your YouTube feed will be regularly fed that channel. I stopped watching certain channels because that's all I would see. It's like I would watch a couple of their videos just to see what the fuss was about, in drama circles. And I click on it, I'm like, yeah, whatever, skip. No information, don't need it. I would have to then later on click never show me videos from this channel again. because all it would do would be shoving that channel's videos down my throat. Like, don't want to watch it. Stop it. Stop it. Indeed. I've started putting posters up around now. Change subject. Obviously, you can't see them from this angle, but on my Facebook and on my Instagram, pretty sure on my Instagram as well, I've got the Blade Runner one. I'm pretty sure I've got up on my Instagram with a picture of it. eBay is where I get mine, so cheap. Some not so much. Can't get any out in the wild, so not much choice. Exactly. It's like, were they still here? They're still here. I'm gonna have to stand at an angle for a second. Getting this, it's in like pristine condition, the tape, and this, I was lucky to find them out in the wild, and they said, oh, they're £1 each, and I'm like, why can't I always find stuff like that? It's like, why can't I always find stuff like that? I've said to my local charity shop, the one that's right behind me. I mean, technically it's not there, it's that way. But I said to them, I say, if you ever get any videotapes, come in. Here's my number. Give me a call. And I'll come in, see what they're like, see if they're worth it. And then, because I know you can't sell them, I'll just donate whatever you want towards the charity. And I just haven't had a phone call from them. I had one phone call shortly after asking about them. One phone call, and they were mostly just typical tapes. I got a copy of the Titanic and Full Monty, 2 of the regulars, which Gareth will know all about. I wonder how many copies of the Titanic he's got now. He's going to get to a point where he's going to be able to build his own Titanic with the tapes of the Titanic. I think Road Games is the one you're thinking of, the one released by Indicator recently. Or was it recently? Things fell. It wasn't. Which tape did you mean? Did you mean the Doctor Who one or the other one? I think you mean this one. Steven Spielberg's Duel. It's what it's like on the back. Come on. Focus. There we go. Hold that there for a minute. Got a few VHS tapes locally from Charity Shop. Boys to Men and Happy Bloody Gilmore. Hey, I wouldn't be upset with Happy Gilmore. Maybe not Boys to Men. Yeah, Duel, great film. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I've got to get that. I made a right mess. Everything's just fallen south. I can tell you whose fault it is, or what's fault it is. It's this. This book's fault. It was pushing. It was leaning further out, so the weight on top was pushing things over. It is a fantastic book, though. I got it for 5p in Tesco's. They have a charity bin a charity shelf where you can pick things up and put whatever you want in. They do have a recommended price, but I'm regularly taking books in there anyway, so I don't follow the recommended price. I'm seeing how much of this I can clean up while I'm talking to you. There's all stuff that's in a video, waiting to be edited somewhere in my editing folder. Oh, Boys in the Hood. Very different tapes. Yeah, did I? Oh no, I did read it, right? Well, I'm pretty sure you meant the music group, not, Right, hold on. Pack it away. Falling over. Right. Yeah. Here you go. Have you seen this? I got this for free, and it's part of. I know it's a banned book, which I also have the book. But yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the free pickup I got, and I need to sort through it. A lot of the stack. I've got so much stuff everywhere right now. It's ridiculous. Come on. Are you still wanting to lean? Yeah, you are. What else is down there? Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see if this will work. Okay, that'll do. Who wear misses? Yeah, exactly. I know it's a kinky film. And I know it's a kinky book. I almost said story, so I went spook. I know it's a kinky book, but I will get into watching it at some point. I've got so much stuff. It's like over that way, like where my hand is over like that direction. I've got an entire shelf, like huge shelf, just filled with stuff that I was gifted for free, and I need to sort through it all, including tapes, Blu-rays, DVDs, one 4K. But yeah, since having the coof, I have had a almost persistent tickly cough, and if it doesn't go away in the next like weekish, I plan on going to the doctors and just saying, look, I was tested positive. I'm no longer positive, but ever since I've had this little tickly thing, and right, almost an hour. I think I'll let it hit an hour, and then I'll call it a day. See if anyone else jumps in. According to the timer, there's been like 4 or 5 people persistently viewing. So I don't know who is actually viewing. But hello, lurkers. Not seen it, but heard it was raunchy book back in the 80s, but it's probably pretty tame these days. 50 Shades is probably sexy. Haven't seen it either, but might be good. Yeah, apparently that's why it was banned, because it was quite raunchy back then. I was told rather explicitly raunchy. So whether it is or not, I mean, that film I showed you, the Lady Chatterley film with Sean Bean. Is it Sean Bean? Is it Sean Penn? I know it's a Sean. Anyway, that's like 3.5 hours long, that DVD. And I know it's a 2-sider. So I've got so much stuff I need to sort out. I'm surrounded in stuff. The one good thing, once I empty that shelf off, that's over there stacked with stuff. Once I empty that off, I'll be able to have an empty shelf to think, right, what can I put here? because it was part of, like, I did use 2 shelves, my Buffy collection, but I've just put it all into the one shelf for the time being because I needed space. Yeah. Don't know what else I'm going to do tonight now. Yeah. I honestly don't know what else I'm going to do tonight. I've got plenty I can watch, but I keep going back to Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm almost finished season 3 of that now. Have you seen anything lately that you really enjoyed besides Time After Time, Sparks? It's why I hate the delay as well, because I can ask you a question and then I have to wait a few minutes, so I end up talking about other things. Oh, I hate the delay, man. I wish there was a way you could stop the delay in streaming, because I don't care about getting sniped. It's like I can see on YouTube, someone just made a comment, and now it pops up on the StreamYard. Well, keep that bug at bay. Keep hydrated, and it will probably pass. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a bug. It just, for some reason, I constantly have a tickly cough. Watched most of Halloween 5 was shite. Yeah. 4 and 5, I'm not a fan of. I mean, I like what's her face? The name is literally just in my head and it's escaped me. The young girl in the clown suit who went on to play, I think, someone in the modern Halloween. And oh, why can't I think of her name? Begins with D. Danielle Harris. There we go. Haha. Danielle Harris. Yes. Why? I mean, yeah, she's all right in it, but I was never a fan of 4 and 5. I prefer 6. Oh, was it 6? No, Resurrect. Is 6? 6 is H2O in it. Yeah, I like H2O. I don't know. Oh, the whole Halloween mythology is stupid, man. For me, Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween H2O, and it ends. That's it. No more. I don't need Daniel Harris's Halloween. I don't need the more recent crap. It was last day on Netflix yesterday, so tried to get him through it, but fell asleep. Donald was a bit of a loon in it. Yeah. But that's the thing. His character literally devolved into madness, which was stupid because it wasn't how he. I don't like remembering him that way. I don't like remembering him that way at all. Oh, blimey. Surrounded and stuff. Yeah, I saw that they were Halloweens were like, last chance to watch. But whatever, innit? Whatever. Made me appreciate 78 better than Burn. Exactly. But I mean, the way they added him into the recent. I don't want to get into ranting about Halloween, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills. Terrible movies. Not Michael Myers. It isn't Michael Myers. Old Man Myers isn't scary, isn't focused, gets freaking. Halloween Kills Michael Myers isn't Michael Myers. Ah, hello, Ant. Welcome to me just chatting to myself about how terrible, chatting to Sparks and anyone else who's lurking about how terrible Halloween is. Yes. Kills. Michael Myers from Kills is a bad parody between Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. He's not Michael Myers at all. I've seen the first New Year Halloween was okay, but just a catch. Yeah, that's it. To me, it's just that enough people complained about Resurrection that they went, drop. Maybe they might like another one. And it's like, no, stop. All I'm gonna say this. I mean, I would like to see maybe one more Friday the 13th movie, but I think all legacy slasher icons need to pass. And we need to be given new icons. Yes, it's great if the movies are great. I'd love to say, oh, I loved Halloween. It was fantastic. I literally ripped it apart the night I watched it. It was just stupid. I enjoyed the new Halloweens at the cinema, but when I watched them at home, I went off the... Mate, watching Halloween Kills, I heard Evil Dies Tonight 3 times, and I verbally said out loud, if they say that one more time, I'm gonna cry. And they said it like 50 plus times in that movie. The script writer for Halloween Kills was obviously he was bored. He was told you must meet this much quota for words. So he's like, well, if I just put Evil Dies Tonight like 200 times, I'll have met the quota. Yeah, see, another Friday would be cool. Another Friday the 13th would be cool because of the whole rights situation they've had for years. It hasn't been hammered in or overly abused monetarily. Whereas, to be fair, neither's Friday the 13th. 2010 was the last Friday. Freaking hell, Nos. Nightmare on Elm Street. That 2010 was terrible. Oop, hello. It was a shit show, Kills. I think they ran out of story. Yeah, exactly. The way they explain it, Kills is an interim. It's meant to be its own. It's meant to be a film as part of the trilogy, but it's literally just a transition story. There's no actual story. What about Terrifier as a new horror icon? Not seen it in full, but a bit of a grindhouse bloodbath, bit overkill of gore. Yeah, see, I saw art in, I think it's All Hallows Eve. Basically, it's an anthology movie where a tape plays different stories, but Art the Clown slowly materializes from the tape player. I've seen that. I like that. Terrifier was predictably boring for me. I loved the kills. The kills were fantastic, but the film just didn't have the depth. I think Halloween is more popular on Friday, but yeah, we know that, and as I said, I think Halloween franchise is one of the most convoluted bollocks you can think of. I mean, of all of the Nightmare on Elm Street films, I like them all, except for the remake. Of all the Friday the 13th films, I hate with a vengeance 9, but I like all of the others. I love all of the others, I should say, except for the remake. I do like the remake. I don't love the remake. And Halloween, it is such a hodgepodge mess. I don't know why they keep doing it. Why they give in. I mean, I know John Carpenter's probably trying his best to make it something, but it's just, I think at the minute, it's just, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, exactly. I think there's like 3 or 4 timelines. I can't remember exactly, but it's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Goes to Hell and Freddy vs. Jason. awful, but I love the others. See, that's the thing. They couldn't call the 9 one, the 9th one, Friday the 13th. They couldn't call the 10th one Friday the 13th. And I know you probably know this. I'm pretty sure it's all to do with the rights issues, which are stupid. But it's like the director. I'm not going to go on around about this because I could Hulk smash about the idiocy the director had planting the Necronomicon and the Kandarian dagger. Oh boy. Hey Sean, I hope you're enjoying jumping in when I'm ranting. I saw All Hallows Eve on YouTube. It was pretty good. The Hacksaw kill and Terrifier is uncalled for. That's my favorite kill. The girl upside down and completely over the top. And as you said, grindhouse. But yeah, that was my favorite kill. But with the whole Jason Goes to Hell thing, it is absurd. The whole retconning of Jason's origin was just stupid. It's just stupid. And I know the director tried backtracking, saying, I wasn't trying to do anything. It was just an homage, or whatever you want to call it. Boy, no. you pissed off a lot of Evil Dead fans when he did that. Sick puppy, indeed. Oh, it's all good. 800 contest drawing will be posted in an hour and a half from now. Cool. Everyone who entered Sean's competition. There you go. Fantastic competition. Definitely, mate. I remember in school when Goes to Hell came out, couldn't wait to watch it, then nearly smashed the TV. I don't blame you. I saw the Necronomicon and I literally flipped my table. No. Oh boy, it boils my blood thinking about it. I mean, you can't see because the comments are, but I'm doing it. Oh, it royally boils my blood. When there was only a couple of people here, I was only going to stay for the hour, but since there's a few more people here, I'm going to stay on for a bit longer, I think. But yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Smash. Back then, I would have, rampaged. Hulk smash, indeed. It's just, and I know Friday 9 has its fans. I honestly don't understand why, but horror fans are the most diverse. So there will be people that love Friday 9, like there are people that love Evil Dead 2013. I had no idea why, but they exist. In fact, if Paul Tams watches this back and gets to this point, I'm sure he'll be like comments. I don't know. You were doing a stream. I put YouTube on and you popped on. Yeah, see, I was saying to Sparks earlier that part of my problem is I don't pre-warn anyone. I can't do it. I normally find that because of my mental health, if I want to talk, I'll talk. I'll click go live. I did the extra effort to make sure I did it through StreamYard so I could do the whole, comment thing. But I don't blame anyone for missing my thing. And I do, it really is a negative thing on my part. I'm not helping myself. I missed the whole Jason films first time round. I've seen 1 and 2. Need to watch the rest now. How many are there? 10? There's 10 in the main series. And then there's Freddy versus Jason. And then there's the remake. Now, I personally do not care for 9, but it's how they ended 9 was what led into the whole Freddy versus Jason. So if you're not a whole fan of Freddy versus Jason, you don't care about it, you can ignore 9 and just go to Jason X. from 8. And yeah, a lot of people, if an hour and about Jason X, but I enjoy it. My favorite kill is the liquid nitrogen, which he does. I'm not going to say because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but yeah. 12 including Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. So you got 10 in the main series, Freddy vs. Jason in the remake, so 12 total. It's what would you say, Ant, is your favorite of all of them? If you had to choose one, so you could recommend one for Sparks to watch. Because I know you're a big fan of 5, but I don't know if 5 is your favorite. Yeah, see, Jason X it's a fantastic movie. It's just because I don't know, maybe Nano Jason pissed people off, or Mecha Jason, whatever you want to call him. Oh, I thought Uber Jason's the popular name. I thought he was fantastic. I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked his subtle confusion at the virtual reality. So, I'm not going to say anymore. Part 3 is your favorite. Yeah. I want to get the Scream Factory complete set, but they've started releasing the films on 4K. So, knowing my luck, I'll eventually get the money for the big set, and they'll then, after I've paid for it, release a 4K set, and that'll pee me right off. 3, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, 6, 8. Fantastic order, mate. I personally don't order them. There's some I like, some I don't like as much. I do, like I said, the only one I really despise with a vengeance is 9. A classic Evil Dead fan, though. Okay, got a bit to catch up with then. Have Freddy versus Jason. Think I've seen it. It'll be in a while. I like the look of Jason Part 6. Check out one's custom. Check out one's customs for 1.6 figure. Looks mental. If you mean you've got a 1.6 figure on your channel, mate, for it, I'll definitely check it out. I know I haven't seen all of your figure videos. Well, hey, Mr. Benny's in the house. I got Friday 9 big box VHS X rental. I like the cover, but the film ridiculous and funny and some. Yeah, ridiculous is the word. I mean, how they dispatch him in the start? Mind blown. I have the set plus a lot more versions. I still need to pick up the 4K Friday. I've heard mixed things. Now, I've heard a lot of people I trust say that it had a bad HDR check. It's not great. But I've also heard a lot of people I trust say it's not terrible. It actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm confused. But again, it's an import, a 4K import, and they cost 30 to 40 quid each. So if there is a problem with the disc, I wouldn't want to risk it. No, not mine. Costs a bomb. But if you search it, others have it on their channels. Will do, mate. I will do that then. I'll look up the 1.6 figure for Jason. You know, I have the big box VHS, so it goes to hell as well. You have my sympathy. You both have my sympathy. I mean, I know as a collector, Ant, you do like to have as much Friday stuff as possible, which I appreciate because I'm a Buffy fan. So I have multiple versions of the complete collection on DVD. So yeah, I do understand. It's just one of those that I would look at and go, yeah, I'm never going to watch that. I'm happy to own it. Never going to watch it. It's nice seeing a few more people in the channel. That's cool, Lost Boy. And I'll still buy the 4K. It's just another copy for me. It goes with a lot of the others. Yeah. I mean, I hope it's fine. I hope there isn't. I hope it wasn't a bad HDR check. But who knows? There is something I'm looking forward to that's coming out on 4K soon, though. And And I mean, I don't know. I've been a bit I'm an iron to say it, but this one of Arrow's recent announcements was a specific collection, and Amazon currently have it for $69.99, whereas HMV have it for $54.99. So it's like, I want my money to go in fast. I need this set. I want to, because if HMV have mispriced it, I'm like, oh my god. But then, is it Amazon that have mispriced it, and it shouldn't be as expensive? I'm talking of the Ju-On collection, by the way. It ignores the two Japanese requels where they tried to reboot it plus continue it, and it ignores the crossover. It's just the original Ju-On the Curse, Ju-On the Curse 2, Ju-On the Grudge, Ju-On the Grudge 2, and Ju-On White Ghost, Black Ghost. Fantastic movies. And it's all in one nice collection. And I'm finally glad that we have the collection, because otherwise we'd have had to pay like £400 for the Japanese release, which unfortunately involves Beginning of the End and I can't even remember the name of this sequel to that. I'm ranting. I apologize. I'm a big Ju-On fan. It was one of the first Asian horrors that I actually watched, and wow, it creeped me the hell out. Still creeps me out a little. Not my type of films. Not into that type of horror. I hope you get it on Insta if you do, mate. If I get it, I will go live the moment it comes in. I will announce it as well that I've purchased it, and once it comes in, I'll go live. But it's one of those that it's a set that I've been waiting for so long to come to us. America gets everything. Give it to us. Like a bit of Asian horror. What's Ju-On? Hold on. If I post the link to it in chat, I'm not sure if it'll pop up as a link in YouTube, but in fact, I'll post it. Let's just see if this is the HMV link for it, okay? See if that link's clickable for you. Looks like it's clickable for me. Got The Ring and Audition. I'll rewatch soon. Yeah, see, the Ring, as in the Asian The Ring, is fantastic. The way they made the fight film between Sadako and Kayako, it's terrible. Even though there's films I don't like, it's still nice to see people's collections. Yeah, see, I agree. And as I do agree with you about not buying something if you don't know anything about it, you might not like. I do admit I've done that in the past, but I'm more wary of that now, especially with the money. Ju-On. Not due on. I'm going to skip my comment because I don't need to highlight my comment. Yep, all good. Cool. Absolutely cool. I recommend it. If you are even a little interested in Asian horror or Japanese horror, Ju-On and The Ring are the two most popular go-to ones. I mean, I haven't seen it released over here, but there's one called Teki Teki, and that's another really good one. One Missed Call, that had a release. I think the trilogy was released on Arrow Video. I don't remember much about the sequels, to be honest. I remember the first film. I don't remember much about the sequels. But I have a hearing forever, and I'll post ASAP. Just remembered. Much appreciated, Ant. Much appreciated. Woohoo! It's hitting up. The view count has hit 7 for the first time. It's like a game for me, looking at the view counter. I know it's bad for me. I shouldn't do it. but I end up doing it anyway. Uh, what about you guys? What are you looking forward to that's coming out soon? Physical release wise, is there anything you guys are specifically looking forward to? YouTube, please at some point give me a way to just stop the delay. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. See, I know a comment's come up. It's just nothing's coming up. I'm waiting for an American Wolf in London. Hand busy 4K. Oh, bust. Nice. Absolutely nice, mate. I know a lot of German releases come out of big special editions of busts with the steelbook and in the like hidden in the back in like a slot. I've seen so many collections like that, and it's like, oh, they look so nice, but they're damn so expensive. Yeah, I can imagine. I can't don't know the company that does it, but there's a German company that does these things that I'm pretty sure you do have to commission and wait. Ooh, pardon me. But yeah. What about you, Sparks? You got anything coming in soon you're looking forward to? Definitely need a shave again. Ah, well, that's very kind of your friend. That really is very kind. And I don't blame you because with the cost of living going up really high, it is becoming more. I'm actually developing more of a do I want to buy these 4Ks or do I want to buy one for less money that actually means something to my collection? Don't buy new stuff. There's no shame in that, mate. Have you got anything that you've seen, like you've ordered, that you're looking forward to receiving? There's no shame on my channel. There is zero shame if you buy things secondhand. I buy a lot of things secondhand. I have HorrorCon on 22nd. Ah, so you're saving up for it. Fair enough. I personally would love to go to a HorrorCon. Unfortunately, as you probably well know, the money 149 it cost him. Bloody hell. All about the VHS at the moment. Don't see the value in 4K as it's still have an old CRT telly. No, again, that's fair enough. When I was getting into like DVD to Blu-ray and then 4K came out, I knew it'd be ages before I even looked at a 4K thing. And then we got a budgeting loan with our Universal Credit, and a 4K TV came down to a really good price. So we, Evan, graciously said, "I tell you what, just buy the TV." And because we'd already paid out like 290 for a 4K multi-region Blu-ray player, I um I was like, well, thank you. And we got it a really good deal. They even knocked 20 quid off of the price for it at the store because I was there for about 2 hours asking no end of questions. I bought loads recently, still have loads to unbox and show. Yeah, see, I understand that. I understand that. I just wish I could get some really good deals on eBay when it comes to VHS, but I never see anything really, really like enough to make me enough to counter the anxiety of waiting for the postie to deliver it. Because obviously, you guys know in the UK now at the minute, the Royal Mail are just absolutely terrible. I've got things I'm waiting for, and I'm just trying to block them out of my mind and hope that they arrive before the date said they would. Because, yeah, I get a lot of anxiety when I'm expecting something and it actually physically drains me. So, yeah, I couldn't order a big box of something off of eBay and then be like, "Oh, it's all right. It'll turn up when it turns up." Oh, blimey. Currently looking for Punisher comics. I had tons years ago and sold them, trying to get them back. That's a good endeavor, mate. I personally have been looking for someone to help me by pointing out which comics to get, which involve Judge Death, because Googling's pointless. Doesn't tell you anything. I'm looking for Judge Death issues. I know he's in 2000 AD. They never released a trade paperback of just Judge Death, I've been told. So I'd have to pick up like random issues of 2000 AD. And I have been told recently by a trusted friend that 2000 AD itself can be very long-winded, very random with their stories, good, bad, terrible, great. So that's why I'm specifically looking for Judge Death stuff. I've been catching up with new films on Tubi, classic B movie horrors, some great old ones too. Yep, that's great, Matthew. I'm glad you get to enjoy it. Unfortunately, us in the UK, we can't get Tubi. So we're reliant on our physical collections or visiting the bay, as in taking our boat out to seas. If you know what I mean. I have anxiety when I'm waiting for stuff just so I can put it out of my mind. Exactly. It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Probably get a 4K telly, but means opening up another rabbit hole and starting collecting the same titles again on 4K. Is it that much of an improvement? I would say if your enjoyment in movies isn't the picture quality or the sound quality, it's the reliving how you saw them first, then VHS, stick with it. You don't need the upgrade. But since watching since watching a lot of films on 4K, it blew me away. A lot, in fact, Batman Begins is one of the ones that I've really like. Why on earth? Because it's incredibly blurry. Most of the film, there's like a subtle blur to it, and I don't understand it. Batman Begins is terrible as a 4K, but the other two, Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, are absolutely fantastic looking. So yeah, it depends on your reasoning for wanting to watch the film. I only remember him in 2000 AD. Exactly. Judge Death, I think, was only in 2000 AD in like different stories throughout. And it's the one character I really like from the Judge Dredd stories. If I still had them, I'd have sent them, but they were 30 years ago. I don't blame you, mate. Like I said, a friend of mine had a load of 2000 AD comics that just weren't selling, so we donated them to a local charity. I've watched loads of great films on YouTube. Only problem is ads and quality is a bit rough sometimes. That's the thing. I watch a lot of YouTube. I consume a lot of YouTube. So I actually decided to pay for YouTube Premium. No ads and the videos just I just I that's basically the main reason I think no ads. And I do enjoy it. It's if you can't afford it because there's $11.99 a month. And yeah. Do enjoy rewatching the VHS tapes, but when you get a bad one, tracking issues, it does kind of spoil it. Yeah. Yeah, I was lucky with Life Force when I got that. The outer, the inlay looked a little sun bleached, but not too bad. And the tape itself was fantastic. So when I showed it off, and of course, Gareth was like, "Hey, how attached to you are you to that tape?" I was like, I could trade it if you want. A couple of Van Damme movies, and he gave me a nice couple of Van Damme movies for it. So I was happy with it. Happy with Blu-ray. Don't own many 4Ks. See, again, yeah, the jump from Blu-ray to 4K is noticeable, but not like the jump from DVD to Blu-ray. And if you own a 4K player, the upscaling can be quite significant. Obviously, it is noticeable with the lack of HDR. And there are some films which are just so awe-inspiring when you watch them on 4K. Yeah. So it is a cost sink, though. I mean, I put excuse me, 470 to the telly and 290 for the player. Maths is not great for me, so if you want to work that out, you can work that out. But I consider it a worthy investment because I'm very happy, very, very happy with it. VHS will wear out eventually, though, so maybe try and preserve. Yeah, I'm looking at ways to. It's like at one stage I was told put in those little. What's those little packs that you get which suck up all the moisture? I was told at one stage to put one of them in the box, but then I've been told not to do that, and I was not given a reason why. But get ads pop up on Tubi when watching a movie. I hope UK gets Tubi one day. Tubi is awesome. Yeah, Matthew, both you and Alucard have both mentioned it before, and it's something that I really, 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 really would love to get. It's like trying to watch Freevee, as we've got something called Freevee on our TVs, and it's ridiculous. The ads are just ridiculous. Silica gel, yes, that. For the VHS collectors in the room, pros and cons of putting silica gel packets in a VHS box. See if we can get that conversation going. Dolly. I use silver gel. I've never known anything wrong with it. Yes, the silica gel stuff. I know the whole its whole purpose is to stop moisture. So I'm without knowing any cons to the use of it, instantly in my head I'm thinking it would stop mold. You would not get any mold because there'd be no moisture. But then again, I was also told by many people, I'm pretty sure it's bad for the tapes. Never gave me any reasoning, just told me not to do it. So I'm like, what do I do? My $1.5 grand base came with gel, so I can't see why it would be bad for VHS. Yeah. They stick the stuff in everything. They stick the little packets in everything that you buy. That they don't want moisture. It absorbs moisture, so may prevent mold on the tape. Never tried it. Do have a few moldy ones, but most are fine. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm paranoid about putting a moldy tape in my player because I've only got that one player, and I've been very hard pressed to come by another one. And so, yeah, I was told by Gareth that he cleans his, like the ones which aren't terribly moldy. He cleans his by just running it through the player a few times and then putting a head cleaner into his player. So, yeah. Which I will be getting my tapes back off Gareth tomorrow. I'll be getting them. I think it's either one or two from. Yeah. Stay. This range. The Redemption range. These are really hard to come by. The ones that I did send to him are very, very expensive on eBay. Stay. Ooh, comments. I have a player you can have, but I'm not sure on the postage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be a bit expensive, mate, on the postage. They're not exactly cheap. They're quite heavy. It's a DVD VHS combi. That's cool. Why don't you just? I mean, why don't you just keep it so you can play a VHS? I mean, I have a converter to play VHS on a modern telly. I mean, I appreciate it. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, that can spread the mold onto all of his other tapes, though. See, that's what I thought. But again, Gareth said that after he's run tapes through a few times, he runs the head cleaner through it. Maybe he runs the head cleaner a few times. I don't know how it works, but he did say he didn't do it on. Well, he did say that he did it on his moldy tapes, but for one of mine was really bad, like not as last. Think of words, Nos. One of the tapes that I sent him was more moldy than he was happy with putting in his player. So he said to me that he would have to take it apart so it would no longer be a virgin. And I laughed and said, well, it don't matter. As long as it still runs, it's fine. I use another player to run the tape through and clean the mold off with cotton buds, alcohol. Done a few vids on it, so have other channels. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm paranoid about taking the top of my player off and stuff. I only have one player. I don't do the VHS. I don't want to watch in case they snap or get caught. Okay, this is a problem. I'm confused by the comment. Sorry, Anne. I start getting into the groove of talking about other things. Hey Nos, hey Sophie, and thank you again for the lovely donation. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. The mold would still be in the machine. Heads might be clean after running a head cleaner, but mold would still be lurking. Ah, well, that's good to know. Maybe Gareth didn't know this. Maybe he did. I don't know. I appreciate it, Sophie. Thank you. Oh, blimey. Blimey indeed. Do you know, I only have 2 tapes from another range. I don't know if I can show them. I mean, technically, they're not kinky, but, well, they are kinky, but they're not nude on the cover. I only have 2 from this range. So if anyone ever finds more, I'd love you to like hint me in the right direction. I'm only going to show them briefly because I don't want, to get spanked by the thing. This is the Redemption Jezebel range. Is that one. And 4 Dimensions of Greta. That's 12 and 29. Right, let's see. Anyway, how's Evan and what are you watching at the cinema next? Right. Evan is in bed. Evan's quite tired, been quite painful recently, trying to, do the walks and stuff with me, doing the walk with me. But their health was quite, because of the fibromyalgia, really didn't want Evan to do anything. So they're in bed resting. At the cinema next, we were going to watch Smile today, but I was tired from last night. Must have been really tired because by the time I woke up, the film had already started. So we didn't decide not to do that. Just go straight to the gym, be a little bit of a workout. So we're going to see Smile tomorrow, or Avatar tomorrow. We're going to see something tomorrow. Don't know what yet. I have a lot of films booked for the month. Got Lost Boys, Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Thing, Poltergeist, all in the cinema this month. So we're going to go and see them. I will do, Sophie, and I'm sure Evan will appreciate it. So yeah, there's a few films we're going to see this month. Just, I'm not sure what the next film's going to be. We really wanted to see Smile earlier as well, but both our mental health, not the best. Exactly. Lost Boys always winner. It's the whatever anniversary 4K restoration, and they're going to be showing it in Cineworld in the big screen. So definitely looking forward to that. Ooh, Poltergeist. That would be a good one too. Exactly. Seeing all these older movies on the big screen that I never got to see. Exorcist is one I want to see in the cinema. I mean, I know the whole hubbub about Exorcist, as in people that apparently ran out the cinema throwing up and all that. And it's like, well, it was discovered that it was always around the surgery scene. You know, in the spoiler alert, in the film when Reagan's, they do the thing in her neck and it spits blood out. Apparently that wasn't used to being seen on big screens back then, and everyone panicked. And of course, because there were pictures of people running out the cinema screaming, people assumed it was because of the film being scary. We watched Freaky last night, me and Jason. Actually really liked it. That I have a differing opinion of that film, but I think it's a really bad copy of Freaky Friday with a bad Jason ripoff. But I hope you enjoyed it. As in, I know it says you really liked it, haha, but I hope you actually found some real good enjoyment from it, even if I don't like it. I watched Lost Boys in February 2020 at the cinema. Yeah. I can't remember when I last watched it, but it is one of those that no matter how many times it's released, like The Matrix, I've seen The Matrix every single time it's been re-released in the cinema. No extra shit. I like it. I do like it. Although I'm in the unpopular opinion of I like the second one too, and not many people like the second one. Saw First Blood at the cinema. That was good to finally see it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw all the Rockies when they were re-released. Fantastic. I want them to release the director's edition of Rocky 4, but I don't know why they have not released a physical edition yet, because they announced they'd be releasing a 4K of it, but they never did. I doubt I will ever watch Poltergeist. The flashing lights would ruin me. Are you photosensitive, Sophie? Because I could understand that. A lot of cinemas recently, even with a little flashing lights, a lot of cinemas recently have been putting up warnings saying, if you are photosensitive or epileptic, please be warned. Found real enjoyment Freaky. It was my sense. That's great. That's all that matters. If you enjoy the film, that's all that matters. I'm the only one that doesn't like extra shit, but prefer 2 over the others. Well, that's great. It's nice to have a fellow person that likes number 2. I do like the first and the third. I mean, I'm again unpopular opinion. I like the Legion cut of the third, but yeah, gonna rewatch Exorcist soon. Saw it years back when it got released. Was underwhelmed, but people rave and call it a classic. We'll see. Yeah, see, that's the thing. What I would say is don't go in with any hype. Sit down, judge for yourself. If you like it, you like it. You don't. Because it's one of those movies where for its time, it was like fantastic for its time. I rewatch it now and I laugh. I do. I laugh about a lot of the things in it. I enjoy it. I can enjoy the movie and appreciate the movie, but it's one that I appreciate it for what it is, but it's not what I would call a cult classic. Yeah, photosensitivity. Yeah, it's lucky. I have epilepsy, but I'm lucky enough that I don't have photosensitivity. I was sat through countless EEGs where if you don't know what an EEG is, they force you to stare at this big bulb right in front of your face that flashes in intervals at different speeds and stuff. And you have to keep your eyes open and stare at it. When they move it away, all you see is big flashing in front of your face for ages. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sophie, because I know you really enjoyed that. I'm gonna keep my views of Stranger Things itself, because yeah, but yeah, it's Exorcist is one to go in with low expectations and hope you enjoy it. Definitely. People really hated on Exorcist 2. I mean, people really hated on it. Even actors from the first film, the director of the first film was absolutely shocked by it. And it's like, people just don't understand. It was further developing Reagan's story. It wasn't meant to be a big exorcist movie, a big exorcism movie. Like Clockwork Orange got banned for the wrong reasons and gets built up. Clockwork Orange is a great film, though. Yeah, exactly. I went with this is one of the reasons why I love Evan. It came out, the 4K restoration came out in the cinema, and I've probably said this a billion times by now, but Evan was like, "Do you want to go see it as a date movie?" Clockwork Orange, date movie. You don't hear those two things connected very often. And yeah, Evan already had read the story, so Evan knew the ending for the film was completely different. Doesn't really end the story. Yeah, the amount of lights they shoved in my face in the hospital done my tits in. Yeah, I agree. EEGs were the worst, especially the sleep deprived ones, because I'm no good sleep deprived. If I'm sleep deprived, the moment my body says goodnight, I'm out. So I ended up sleeping for 20 minutes when I was supposed to do in a sleep deprived one. And they basically complained at me saying, you had 20 minutes of rest. And I was like, I don't care if you say I had 20 minutes. I'm still tired. Only watch season 1 of things, couldn't be bothered to watch the rest. It's coming across as another hype like The Walking Dead, and they ruined it by doing too many seasons. That's the thing. It's trying to grab on the nostalgia of the 80s, kids save the day trope. And it couldn't grab me at all. It just couldn't grab me. Um, there's one emotional moment, and I'm pretty sure it's in the end of season 3. One emotional moment. That's it for me. And then they ruin it in the next season. That whole moment, they ruin it in the next season. So I'll always say, and I will always say, my favorite thing of Stranger Things is the intro theme. And for the last season, they had a few good song choices, including the very last episode's credit song. Cash cow. Exactly. It's a cash cow for Netflix, most certainly, because it does get the numbers in. I will like to see Evil Dead 81 on big screen. Number 1 favorite horror film. Right there with you, Matthew. Right there with you. It's my favorite horror film of all time, too. I don't do lists. I hate doing lists. I hate saying, oh, I prefer this film over this film. But Evil Dead 1981 will always be the top film for me. Woke me up early with a light in my face and to check blood pressure. They were like, you need to eat more. And I was like, I'm not hungry. Well, no, but that's the thing. If you're not eating, but you should be eating, then your body may be saying you're not hungry, but you should be eating. Because the whole Evan would slap me if I started talking about this with them near me. But you're meant to eat several times a day. And if you don't, you're telling your body that you're not hungry. So it will go into a sort of hibernation mode and it'll make you feel less hungry. But the body still requires the fuel. Still not seen the original Evil Dead. Oh, no. What? Oh, no. No, that's not. I didn't see that. I didn't read that. What's going on? Watched the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things, got bored. Same with Cobra Kai. First season, great. Then it started to wane. Not even bothered about watching this new season. See, that's the thing. I think Cobra Kai is good show, but they put a lot of padding in each season to stretch it out, which I think pushes a lot of people away. They could, in fact, I think it would be great. I thought it would be great if they just released several Cobra Kai miniseries or little movies. Because it's like the only thing I can think, having watched the last season, they have a few more things they can tie off, and that's it. And there's talk of there being a movie as well, and not a Cobra Kai movie, but another Karate Kid movie. So I don't know how that's going to happen. See, that's the thing. I think The Punisher was cancelled because of licensing. I may be wrong. I'm not sure. I didn't follow it. But the only thing I can think of is because it's a superhero or, it's a Marvel thing, perhaps because Disney own Marvel and perhaps they wanted to move it over. I haven't checked for Punisher on Disney Plus, but they ended a lot of the shows so they could most likely end up bringing them into the MCU at some point. Oh, that won't be great. Evil 2. Sit nah, nah. Evil Dead 2 has more comedy than horror, but I still prefer the grittiness of the first film. I have like one main meal a day and loads of snacks. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I snack a lot too, but I'm trying to eat at least breakfast in the morning, a main meal in the afternoon, something in the evening. So I have 3 meals. A lot of padding and story is repetitive now. Well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, the heroes must do something to save the valley. Villain does something terrible to make the heroes fight amongst each other. End of the day, new person comes in from a classic story to say, oh, but don't worry, this could do this or that. The heroes work together to defeat the villain and save the valley. That's basically what it is. Army of Darkness was garbage in the remake. I'm a big Army of Darkness fan, but I understand it is way, way, way too much humor for a lot of people. And the 2013 isn't an Evil Dead film in my eyes. They took the main plot points from the Evil Dead, and they basically added a gory film of its own. It's not an Evil Dead film. Hi, Paul, if you're watching. I know you love the film. I got a lot of favorite horror films. Evil Dead 81 is number one as well. Exactly. Classic films. Just I've seen the 2013 Evil Dead. What do you think then, Soph? Do you like it? Do you not? I mean, this is an open forum. You're allowed to say if you like it. I personally don't. I think it's a soulless cash grab, but you're allowed to. Film called Dead Silence is a good one with a doll. See, I've not actually seen that. I've seen the cover. I've not actually seen that. So it is on my list to watch at some point. I like the original Evil Dead most. 2's good. Army, meh, not bad. Not seen the new one. What I would say to anyone who's not seen the new one, go in without thinking it's an Evil Dead film and do not watch after the credits. Don't watch the after credit scene. There's no point. It traumatized me, haha, but I liked it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you like it, you like it. I know people that like the Girl Busters, but it's that film's a joke to me. Oh boy, is it a joke. Don't bother, lol. I own it. I don't think you can see it, actually. Well, if I do this, will it knock anything over? Yeah, you can just see it above Ash versus Evil Dead, but I don't think you can you make it out? Up there? It's just above my finger. I own it. I own the Blu-ray. Got it cheap. I think I paid like 50p for the Blu-ray or something stupid like that. Jason loves Evil Dead 2013. It's his favorite Evil Dead. No! No, we must rescue him. He must be saved. I own it, but it's OCD that makes me collect crap. No, that's it. To me, it's technically part of the franchise. I'm ever so sorry about that. It's technically part of the franchise. So, yeah, I have to have it in the collection. I will never pay for the 4K because it'll always be way too expensive. So, I said in a live recently, if I was gifted the 4K, I would not upset the person by declining, but I would probably watch it once, put it on the shelf, and never touch it again. Not in a rush. We'll wait when it comes to Netflix. What about Ash versus the Evil Dead? Any good? I think it was great nostalgia for those that love the original films, and it had some good story, but because Netflix cancelled it, they had to rush the story to end it. So technically, it had an ending, but it also didn't have an ending. It could have. There is a way it can continue, but they're never going to continue it. Unless, of course, Evil Dead Rise has any kind of connection to it. Like Child's Play films, I only like some of them, but I own all of them. Yeah, that's the thing. I plan on getting the complete collection at some point on Blu-ray when I can find it cheap. I don't know if I'm going to bother with the remake. I watched it. Mark Hamill wasn't too terrible, but just not the same. He still loves the original too, but 2013's no. No, Jason, you need saving. Let us save you. I've not seen Ash. I don't like Bruce Campbell. I find him cringe. Oh, see, that's the thing. See, I love Bruce, so I can understand if you don't like him, you will have issues. But yeah, he's he is a very good physical actor, I find. Like his cameo in Multiverse of Madness was absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. But again, Sam Raimi film had to have the Oldsmobile, and it had to have Bruce Campbell in it. Woohoo! I've gone for almost a full hour longer than I expected. I will need to try at some point to set up that if I'm going to go live, put it on my Instagram that I'm going to go live. It's just, I don't want to be in the position of telling people I'm going to go live and then my mental health is in such a shit place. I just don't. Jason said he does not need saving. You do, my friend. You do. Another couple of films for you to watch: The Long Weekend and Magic. Magic. Pretty sure I've heard of that one. Huh. I'll look them up. Long Weekend 2021. Okay, I'm guessing that's the one. And let's see what's next. Magic. Film 1978. Okay, is the film Magic 1978 and is The Long Weekend 2021? I saw Prey a while back. Saw someone say it's better than the original two. I hope you gave them a slap. Long Weekend 77. Okay, cool. So I'll change Long Weekend to 1977. Oh, right. I've got them loaded, pulled up to watch. John Hargreaves. Why do I recognize that name? See, Magic, I'm pretty sure I've seen. Oh, no, not the You Run podcast. How the hell can someone say Prey was better than the original two? I mean, I liked it, but not as it's not better than the original two. No way. In fact, I can rant a bit about Prey because they made Disney made a big fuss about having it spoken in Comanche, the full film in Comanche. Now, I was looking forward to it, so I thought, right, I'll watch it in Comanche. And what I found out was they only used a little Comanche when they filmed it, and then they did ADR over the top dubbing over the top to replace a lot of the English spoken with Comanche, and it doesn't. The syncing is well off, and it doesn't seem right. So it's just stupid. Long Weekend is Australian. I watched it on TV in the 80s. Very surreal. Cool. Is it Matthew Binney? You're Australian, aren't you? Have you seen it? Is it a very good movie? Would you rather as a film I'm after on Blu-ray, but I don't think they have released it. Is that the modern one? Because there's been so many films with that that similar to that title. It's well confusing. Dum, 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 dum. Must have been fishing for comments or was given a bung. If that's his real opinion, fair enough. But just wow. Yeah. See, when it comes to comments, I do ask a question and then wait a while, then talk about something else until the answer comes up. But I won't specifically say something silly just to get a reaction in the comments. Yes, seen it's bloody good. Well, hey, bloody good movie. We have Biddy's approval. Yeah, sat around the table, guy making people choose. Isn't that what's his face? It's not coming to me. Guy from Reanimator and From Beyond. Ah, his name. Why is it not? Why am I forgetting his name? Oh man, come on! I'm gonna look down here because it'll come up here before it comes up. No, no, not there yet. That's it. Jeffrey Combs. Brittany Snow is in it. Brittany Snow, isn't that the one from Pitch Perfect? That was an X. I can imagine people that love Pitch Perfect saw her in X and was like, grabbing the pearls. Yeah, that's it. I can't believe we still have no release for Pearl in the UK. No release date for Pearl. It's ridiculous. They've already had it released in the States. It's like, I'm worried that we're not going to get Hellraiser because it's on Hulu, and in the UK, anything on Hulu would be on Star section of Disney Plus for us. So I don't know. Got Long Weekend on VHS somewhere, mixes in with other tapes. Need to find it. Yeah, well, Matthew, you've got like a wall of like 3 layers. So I completely understand that some of your tapes, go wandering after a while. New Slumber Party Massacre was shite. You're referring to Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? Because that was no. Any film recommendations? We're stuck on what to watch. Give me a subgenre, something that you fancy watching, and I'll think of a film in that subgenre. I've not seen the new Texas. It's not a Texas Chainsaw film, mate. It isn't. I refuse to call it Texas Chainsaw. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a person that gets chainsawed to death, suddenly after about half hour to an hour is able to move and talk, then die. No, not happening. It makes no sense. In fact, one of the people in it that I wanted to die first, unfortunately, doesn't die first. Exactly. Isn't it Mia Goth? I think is the name of the actress. She definitely is a good actress. Action or horror? Action or horror? I saw a film I found quite surreal. I don't know if it's still on Prime, but I'm pretty sure it was called Dead Dicks or Dead D. I'll have a quick look because I'm not sure if it's still on Prime or not. I'm way behind on new films. I'm more old school. Yeah, exactly. And I don't blame you. I find that I get so distracted with all the films I'm watching. I just end up getting like frazzling my brain. So I just go straight back to watching Star Trek on Netflix. Yeah. Well, you ain't that old. Come off it. Hey, Echo. Nice of you to join, mate. Well, that's fair enough, Ant. I mean, like I've said a few times, everyone has their likes. Cyborg action. Yeah, Cyborg's a good choice. Watch Dolls if it's on Sophie, online Sophie. Yeah, Dolls, that was released by 101 Films. I don't actually have that. I want to get it because I've heard it's great. Might end up watching something on Shudder. Well, what I would say when I had my Shudder subscription, which I no longer have because I found I'd watch everything within a week. Um, Play a game of like chance. Like in your head, pick about a number from 1 to 10, then pick another from 1 to 10, and go into the genre. Obviously, it's all horror, mostly horror, but you know what I mean by subgenres, that they have the different selections and lists. Find a list that corresponds with the first number. Find the film that corresponds with the second number. Be completely random with it. Seen Dolls. That's cool. It is a good film. Hey, Echo. Hello, Ant. I've if I seen it in the wild, I'll pick it up for you, buddy. Appreciate it. It is quite often up on CEX's website, but it's one of those where I just don't want to pay the postage for it. That's the thing with a lot of things. You find them cheap enough to think, "Do you know what? That's a good price. I can pay that." But then you find like it's like not in any of your local CXs because I've got two close to me, Western Supermare, where I live, and Bristol, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hour bus journey. Me too, Lost Boy. I'm behind on new films. Always watch old films. Again, it's one of those things where everything is just the more modern the film as well. It's harder and harder to like. I'm a big A24 fan, but Bodies. Oh boy, no. CEX 195 postage used to be 150. Yes, but the worst thing is it's not a combined postage. They don't do combined. It's if you buy 10 things, you'll be paying 10 things, you'll be paying 10 times 195 for postage. So you're paying the equivalent of like two or three more things, nice things, just to have each thing post to you. Exactly. Old films are the best. I find that I am watching a lot of my DVD sets recently, older stuff. Exactly. Exactly. It's like, be warned, this is a little bit of a kinky cover. I bought this set because I've been meaning to get it. I watched Dante's Cove I've been meaning to get the set. It finally came into CEX, £12, nowhere near me, but it was $1.95 postage, obviously just for the set. Now, this is the, as you can see, it's actually quite sun bleached. See if I can get it so it focuses on this. Stop focusing on the doll on my face. It's quite sun bleached. You can work that out. It is quite sun bleached. Yeah. Compared to the front cover, which isn't. And yes, I know this may not be for everyone. Fred Olen Ray is the one who directed this series. Was on Video Tasties channel. And I'm glad to add this to collection. Vampire drama in the LGBT audience section. As you can tell by the front cover, it's not for everyone. It won't be for everyone. And what I would say is, if you're not into any of the heavy guy on guy or girl on girl stuff, avoid this label. Because if you see this label, you're most likely going to see a lot of guys like this. I could show you the back. Am I still alive? Yes, I'm still alive. Here's the back. Glad to add the 3-season set. I haven't even seen the comments yet. This is going to be interesting. I paid double postage and had 2 items in the same box. See, that's what I mean. You get it in the... I have had that. And it's just ridiculous when they do crap like that. That's been sat in a shop window for years. Exactly. No, but the thing is, it's only recently came back in. So the whole the sun bleaching on this side, the sun bleaching, as you can tell by the comparison, it's been sat in some. It's as in a person had it sat outward like this with a direct sunlight on it. I refuse to allow direct sunlight onto any of my sets. I had it in the just outside the main door that leads out of this room. If you open the door, literally a little to the right, that's the bathroom. Now, the window for the bathroom is right above the toilet, shines right down out into the hallway. I have a bunch of books there, and I have a bunch of DVDs. Of course, I've been able to cover where the DVDs are and the Blu-rays and stuff, but the books, if it's too sunny, I will find a way to cover the books, but it's where my war section is, where all my war books are. And I think showing the layer scared a lot of people off. I've got in the editing section of in my editing folder, I've got a whole video on TLA releasing. I'm not sure how much of viewing they're going to get. Sophie, another good film called Fright. Fright. Fright Night. Classic. Fright. 1973, British horror. I will look that up myself. I may have seen it, I may not. Fright. 1973. Who stars in it? Susan George, Honor Blackman, Ian Benham, John Gregson. Picture doesn't give much away. Oop, it's vanished. Where's it gone? Let's see. Okay. I will keep that window open. Making a cup of tea. Gay vampires don't scare me off. I feel like a found footage film, but we'll have to browse. If you can find it, Banshee Chapter, the one I mentioned in Jason's live. If you can find it, Banshee Chapter. Now, for all the people that came in only recently and have been here for like half hour or plus, as I explained earlier, There is no chance in hell I'm able to stand up. You can use your own thoughts for that, but I've had a busy day. Everything needs to breathe. So that's all I'm going to go into. So I can't go up to the top here, up the top to get off the bookshelf my copy of Banshee Chapter. But if you can find it, trust me, it is a fantastic found footage film. I'm not sure where it'll be. I'll see if I can find it actually. Where to watch Banshee Chapter UK. Well, apparently you can watch it with ads on Prime. No, thanks. Yeah, tell me where it's streaming. You can rent or buy with Apple TV, and that's literally all it says. But yeah, you can watch it with Freevee on Prime. Now, I know I'm not seeing my comments, and I apologize for that. Just watch UK. This should tell me. Yeah, you can watch it with ads on Prime, but yeah, on Freevee on Prime. Let's see. I got some sun damage covers from video store tapes. Yeah, unfortunately that happens. I like short story films, but they are very hit and miss. Yeah, like I think there's one called Torture Garden. That's pretty cool. The original Tales from the Crypt, as in the British horror Tales from the Crypt. That is a fantastic film. Don't lie, you're just waiting for tips before you reveal all. No, I'm not standing up. You can tip me as much as you like. I ain't standing up. Found a place to watch it, and we'll see what Jason wants to watch. Yeah, fair enough. That's what I'm. It is one film that I was shocked by because it's an indie horror, but again, it's one that I watched and I was like, wow, that's actually impressive. In fact, a specific thing from it I listen to for fun now. It's what's called number stations, I think it's called number stations, where essentially out in the wild they would just be transmitting a young child's voice or an adult's voice, just repeating a series of numbers over and over and over. I love that stuff. I listen to it just to relax. Evan walked past once and shouted, "Nope, turn it off." They can't stand it. It creeps them out. So trust me, it is fantastic. Not seen Torture Garden, but Tales from the Crypt is good. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an old school. In fact, um, also see again names of celebrities jump in my head and then go. Someone really famous stars in Tales from the Crypt. Female, begins with J. Joan something. Joan Collins, that's the one. Yeah, Joan Collins. See, names. But yeah, she stars in the Christmas story, which is again, it's a fantastic film. A fantastic film. I'm not going to say much more than that, but seen a few images. Looks so creepy. Exactly, Banshee Chapter does, and they take some factual things that happened, but it's a completely fictional story. And yeah, if you do YouTube number stations, they can creep you out. They can creep you right out. Ah, definitely creep you out. Limey. Theatre of Blood is a good one as well. Don't think I've seen that one. I might have. I have to look that one up. Theater of Blood. Vincent Price, Diane Rigg. Yes, I have seen that, and it is good. Sorry, I had to see a few images to actually kickstart my memory about it. Yeah, I have seen it, and it is good. Yeah, Vincent Price, legend. Gonna watch Theater of Blood soon. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Stretch. I'm glad this is a very long top. Get some more tango in me. Oh, for those newer ones, yeah, I didn't show. This stuff tastes quite nice. And yes, I know it says sugar free. I'm not really a sugary drink person unless it's an energy drink when I'm working out. Then I will. Oh. Right. Pop up in 3, 2, 1. Nope. Okay. Oh, there it is. Can't stand watermelon. Well, that's fair enough. I can't eat a watermelon, but the flavoring in things I'm okay with. It's like this is to do with my autism now, by the way. Textures of things. I can't stand certain textures, and so a lot of fruits just out of the question for me. The flavor is fine. Like if it was smoothie-fied, stick a bunch of stuff I don't like in a smoothie, and it'll be fine because I can drink it. But when it comes to the textures, no, definitely not. Got a load of Hammer films and series to get through. Showed recently. In the mood for some old horror. Yeah, that's the thing. Universal horror and Hammer horror, like early Hammer horror, absolute classics. Yeah, that's the thing. I would say if you don't really drink a lot of the fizzy stuff, when you do, excuse me, when you do drink it, be cautious if you really like it because it can be one of those things where you find that you're buying it by the 24 cans packs and then you find that you're drinking through those really fast. Speaking from experience, of course. Tried bacon, loved the flavor, but hated the texture. See, you almost lost me there, Soph. You almost lost me there. Bacon is love, bacon is life. Now, I agree the texture can be off-putting to some, but you can have it at different textures. A lot of people severely overcook it, like to make it so crispy, whereas other people like to keep it just a little undercooked, where it's just, like not too rubbery. I can eat bacon any form, any way. It's put in front of me. It's gone. Can't eat mash anymore. Not had it in 20 years. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I think textures it's textures are becoming more important to people, I think. Bloody hell. The two Dr. Fives films are great. Exactly. Pretty sure Arrow released them recently. Not recently, but they had a set for them. Might not have been Arrow. I don't know every boutique label release, but yeah, it's they are great films, Matthew. Bloody good movies. I have ARFID, avoidance restrictive food intake disorder. You'll forgive my ignorance, Sophie, but is that to do with like textures and stuff, or is it block in your? Is it a mental block where you just don't even acknowledge, and you if someone offered it, you'd be like, no, no problem, man. I said this definitely gone on a lot longer than I expected it to. I do prefer nothing up here and nothing around here. Makes it a bit easier as well for when I can get some. I'm gonna have to invest in some decent wigs because I got a cheap wig from Poundland thinking, do you know what? It's £3. It's a long wig, a long dark hair wig. It should be fine. No. If you ever want to get any wigs for those interested, if you wanted a wig, do not get the really dirt cheap ones that you can find around Halloween. They're terrible. Yeah, it's a bit of both, but mainly texture and fear of judgment. Yeah. As long as you are with someone that understands, then the judgment can be gotten through because obviously they don't judge you. When it comes to the textures, that can be completely worked around. The first time you try something, if the texture's off, that you can't avoid. But it's the knowledge afterwards of, right, I don't like the texture of this strawberry. So if I blended the strawberry, it would no longer have that texture and I can drink it, so it won't be too bad. Obviously, if you still don't like the liquefied version, then yeah, Jason and his family was exact. That's all you can ask for is love and support from those close. Yeah, those cheap wigs they sell around Halloween are really bad. Oh man, it was terrible. Look, nothing like the actual wig. Only granted, it was only £3, so I said to Evan, "Do what you like with it. I don't want it anymore." But I'm gonna have to look into like £30 to £40 wigs from Amazon and eBay, and the ones which give you like a shit ton of advice on like how to wash and clean and take care of. Because yeah, my hair, I'm losing. I've very little growth around here, but it still grows quite thick around everywhere else. So I personally chosen that I'd rather have it off. And my beard, on the other hand, within literally, I shaved yesterday morning. It's already rough. So, yeah. Dollar Shave Club. This isn't an advertisement. For anyone who's never used it, it is extremely worth it because the blades are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. I've used all sorts of blades, and the blades from Dollar Shave Club are fantastic. And they're not expensive, well, not overly expensive, like if you went out and bought a pack of Gillette razors or something. So, hmm. Bald suits you, why buy a wig? Well, I like the look of long hair. I would like to style hair by color to match what I wear. And because I like alternative clothing, I would like if I'm wearing black and red, I'd like a black and red or just black with little red hit tints on a wig. The whole style. I mean, at the minute, I found this fantastic skirt Evan found it in one of our local pound charity shops. It looks fantastic. It is a little bit too small for me. So when I've lost a bit of weight, it's going to look fantastic. It really is a fantastic looking skirt. It's black. It's like a typical alternative clothing. If you've ever looked up alternative clothing websites, it's like got belt buckles or whatever all over the place. This doesn't have any belt buckles anywhere, but the color styling and the pattern looks fantastic. Again, I would get it for you, but I'm not standing up. Sheen does decent wig. Sheen is one of the ones that Evan pointed me to. Have you actually gotten any of their wigs, Sophie? Can you verify if they're actually, good? Been bald for years. Don't worry about it. You look great, mate. Yeah, that's the thing. For standard stuff and most stuff, I don't mind just having no hair. But when it comes to like if I'm going out somewhere and I dress myself up, I'd like it to match. And yeah, Sheen is one of the companies Evan mentioned. So it's going to be one of those I look into at some point when money isn't so restrictive. Looking forward to getting that bloody second cost of living payment. Someone I follow on Instagram wears them. Only wigs she wears. I will find some pictures if you want. I appreciate that, Sophie. If you can get me some pictures and maybe a link to the person that you follow, I appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah. Ask Julie on Instagram. See, I thought of that, but I don't want to come off as creepy. Yeah. If you could, Anne, I'd appreciate that. I just don't want to come off as creepy because we know Jilly shares like the Halloween masks with a bit suggestive. I don't want to come off as one of those creepy blokes that never talks to her. Then all of a sudden, hi, can you tell me about wigs? It'd be great to see Jilly back on YouTube because I know Jilly took a break with a partner, Davy, when they took that break off it. And you're doing your horror podcast. I'm pretty sure I've missed the first episode of it. I appreciate that, mate. I really do. It's just I'm tired of seeing these cheap ones. And then I have a place local to me that actually sells ones which range from £6 to £60. So I don't know if they're actually any good or not. I don't think she'll come back. Me and Davey are doing a stream in October. I'll try and make sure I've got time to not doing anything in that time so I can watch it. Because it was great seeing you on stream the other day. I can't remember which stream it was, but yeah, it was nice seeing you on the stream. Send you a link. If you scroll through, you'll see pictures. Appreciate it, Sophie. We are doing our first okay, cool. I haven't missed it. 22nd. Fingerprint not recognized. Come off it. Right. I'm just going to look at my Cineworld to see what dates booked coming up. I do not. I hate this. You open the Oh, it's gone now. You open the Cineworld app, and the first thing you see is an advert for this shit. Don't worry, darling. Right. 10th of October, Bram Stoker's Dracula 30th anniversary 4K restoration. Lost Boys 35th anniversary 4K restoration on the 17th. 24th is Poltergeist 40th anniversary 4K restoration. And on the 31st, The Thing 40th anniversary 4K restoration. So yeah, 22nd is fine. I'll make sure to make a note of that so I don't miss it. Gareth's being edgy. Apparently, yesterday, oh my god, it's almost 1 a.m. Yesterday, Gareth posted, only casual fans do 31 films for Halloween or October. I didn't see the full comment. Oh boy. Gareth, edgy man. Yeah, I haven't missed one. That's cool to know. Yeah, that was it. Gareth's pre-80s horror. It was great to see you on that, mate. If you want decent wigs, try if you can to invest in lace front wigs. Ooh. Lace front wigs. I know I just repeated in a very robotic way what you said, Sophie, but it's easier for me at the minute because my hands are full just to speak into the microphone and Google tell me what I've searched. I've got a search up, so I'll look it up in a bit. Fucking hell. Can't believe it's almost 1 a.m. I'm not tired at all. But hey, it's been nice to have a lot of you here, a lot of my fellow YouTubers and friends from Instagram and friends. I would like to call you friends in real life. That it's been nice to have you all popping on. Got a question for you. Please ask away, Ant. I'll answer it to the best of my knowledge. If you need any help, message me. Happy to help. That's greatly appreciated, Sophie. I'm going to have to put that poster, you can see the Batman, in a frame soon. Pretty sure it's A3. If it's not, then it's going to have to stay out of the frame. But yeah, trying to find a lot of the posters I've had recently, not from the 88 Films releases, have been fine width-wise, but height goes above the A3 poster, and it's like, what's the point? Are you still enjoying YouTube, or have you had enough of it like most have? I'm talking in general. I am not like waking up every day going, yeah, YouTube. I'll watch my regulars, but I have to be in the mood to do something, which is like with this. Which is why I don't have. I really need to push myself into the right frame of mind for it. But this literally, I was like, do you know what? I want to talk about something, so I went live. I went with StreamYard so I could put your guys' comments up. But yeah, I don't wake up thrilled for it, mate. And there was a time when I just fell right away from it, ignoring everything, even the people that I like putting their videos up. I was in such a bad place I couldn't watch them. So I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry if it was a bit long-winded. Gonna have to go soon. If I don't reply, I'll say goodbye, good night now. Yeah, no problem, mate. You've been here for hours now, so I appreciate it. I really do. Right, Jason is stuck on a film. Not sure what he's put on yet. Haha, take care, send him love. I appreciate it, Sophie. Say hi to Jason. Enjoy your movie, and I'll talk to you soon. You will always have my support, whatever you end up doing. I appreciate that, Aunt May. I really do. I do want to continue doing YouTube, but it's in my head at the minute that I don't worry about subscriber numbers. Have I uploaded recently? Do I need to do this? I have so many videos in my editing folder that's why you get a video uploaded titled Tales from the Editing Folder, because it's a lot of videos still stuck in there. He has put on Hellraiser, my first time watch. Wow, you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully. Fantastic watch. You enjoy it, Soph. Tom. Am I missing something? Oh, wait. I don't know Sparks' real name. Could it be Tom? Or am I being silly now? Hellraiser's a good one. You'll either love it or not. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're a big hardcore book fan, you might not love it as much, but it is still a classic. Doug Bradley is absolutely terrifying in it. Absolutely terrifying. Am I just being dense now? Am I being that dense that you're called Tom Sparks and I'm being silly? As you know, I step right back because a lot of people. Yeah, mate. I remember. In fact, I'm part of a film group where a lot of people have had issues with certain members of the community. That's how I'm going to say it. And oh right, that's how I want to say it. Certain members of the community, and I don't interact with certain members of the community anymore because I try, and if there's no reciprocation, then well, what's the point? My regular people that I subscribe to, that I go to, I try my best. I try my best to make sure I can, I at least like their video if I haven't commented on it. But again, it depends on my mental space whether I do comment on a video, because I don't always comment on everyone's videos. Ah, right, Tron, yes. Neil or Trin, not bothered. Trin. Did you mean Tron then? Neil. I'll try and remember it as Neil, but it's like if I interact with a person as a specific name for so long, it kind of gets ingrained in me. So if that's the autism thing, sorry. So if I've been calling you Sparks for so long, it may take me a little while to adjust to calling you by your name, Neil. And yeah, that's why I say Ant instead of the Lost Boy, because I've been calling the Lost Boy by his name Ant for a long time. Yeah. Well, like if I'll be calling it soon. So I mean, almost 3 hours. I didn't expect that. I didn't even expect to be on for a half hour, to be honest. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who's come in and said hello. Everyone. Even those that popped on briefly, Sean and Classic Reviews. I appreciate you all. Me too, on YouTube, need to be right mood, do videos and go live. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. It just I hate talking about it. I hate talking about my mental health, because in my mind, if I'm telling you, oh, I've been depressed, oh, I've got severe anxiety, it brings your mood down. And I don't want that. I I want you to smile, be happy, enjoy the video. So I don't want to project my problems as if to say, oh, this has happened, because I don't want to bring people down. But at the end of the day, I have been diagnosed with severe anxiety disorder, moderate to severe depression. I was diagnosed in December as autistic, and it does severely affect my interaction with people. So I never want to bring people down. It just happened, and I get in my head about it. I get in my head a lot, and ignore people's comments. And because I called them out, they played the victim. And when I called, yeah, I know what you mean. Like I said, I did see what happened, and I unfriended a lot of people that were saying shady shit. No, I'm known as Tron or mostly Sparks. As long as it's not Trade or Niall or Nigel, as I've been called, I could care less. I think the only Nige I know is Rock God. I think that's the only Nige I know. I wouldn't accidentally call you that. I might call you Neil. I might remember Neil because Neil from the Young Ones. I hope you don't take offense to that. I'm the same pro because at times it feels like that all it is talk and nothing's going to come of it. Yeah, exactly, Echo. I have social anxiety and a lot of pain in my knees and my hip, and my depression is okay now, just anxiety that's bastard. Yeah, the thing is with anxiety as well, which a lot of people, if you have it, will know this. Once you order something, it becomes a royal pain in your ass. Every day is a worry, because will it arrive? It says in the delivery thing it's supposed to be here today. It didn't turn up. Oh wait, it said it's a turn up. They delivered it to the wrong address. What's going on? They didn't tell me till too late. Go to the address. This people tell me that it's not there, but I see the photo that it's there. But they tell me that they didn't get it. That their door's always open, so someone could have nicked it. And as you can tell, it's fun. That was sarcasm, by the way. It's not fun. No, I identify as a hippie. Neil Orange Peel. Have they released Young Ones on Blu-ray yet? I mean, it is a. I've got the both seasons. Words lost. I have got both seasons on, or the complete set on DVD in the other room. But did they release it on Blu-ray yet? I hate waiting. I can have it sat in the corner without me touching it, but it's the waiting for it. Yeah, I am literally surrounded in things that need to have their video edited and put up, and then this stuff needs to be catalogued and put away. It gets to a point where I'm so surrounded by stuff, it's like something switches in my head, and I have a brief moment of, right, I can put this there, this there, this there, and it all gets put away. But then when things stack up again, oh boy, indeed. I'm hungry now, and I shouldn't be eating at this time. That's why I keep drinking this stuff. I definitely shouldn't be eating right now. And social anxiety, I don't do large crowds, so I'm not looking forward to For the Love of Horror. Yeah. Interacting with people has been hit and miss for me. I tried joining local groups that just get together for about a few hours in the evening just to talk and have fun, but it always results in me just shrinking into the corner. They'll try and integrate me, and I'll talk for a bit, but then I'll just shrink right back into the corner. And when it comes to interacting with people by just general populace, by going out, everyone is stupid. Everyone is out for themselves. So I've been bumped into and rammed so many times. I have explosive anger. I have to 24/7 keep myself in check. And it is so draining that the general populace, if I get bumped more than twice, I either blow up or I have to just go home and the days are right off. So yeah, social anxiety is a right. I have the Young Ones DVDs and a few VHS tapes, but yeah, they should do Blu-rays with the extras. Good doc on YouTube, free outtakes. Yeah, it's like I heard they released Red Dwarf on Blu-ray, but then I heard that apparently it wasn't that very good. So I've still got all my DVDs. I'm happy with the DVDs. That's why I don't like going on live streams where people can see me. I can understand that, mate. It takes practice. It's like, I'll apologize now, and I know it's like 2 hours and 48 minutes in. I'll apologize now, but it's why I haven't put the link in for people to join, because I get very, very awkward very fast. And I was on a live stream with Video Tasties and Jim Retro, and it was great talking, but because I work better off of like in the bouncing off the interaction of the prompts, and there were several times when the conversation died for a bit, and I felt so awkward. So it's not Jim's fault, and it ain't my fault. It ain't Gareth's fault. It was just how things were. And yeah, so that's why I hadn't put the link in for anyone to join, because extreme awkwardness, not on your part, on mine. The Hulk and the Punisher are my favorite comic book characters. I can see myself in both. Oh yes, I can imagine. In fact, the first Avengers movie, a direct quote from Evan, when Cap says to Bruce, something about changing into the Hulk. Sorry, no, there's he says to Bruce, "Get angry," and he turns around, and Bruce says, "That's the thing. I'm always angry." And he turns around, and literally, as he's turning, he hulks up and smashes the damn thing. Yeah, that moment. If I explained it at all well, it was at that moment when Bruce responded that Evan turned to me and said, "Hey, that's you." Because always angry. which I can imagine is how you are as well, which isn't a bad thing. Like, you're not a bad person, I'm not a bad person. It's just we're permanently at a 7 or an 8 when most people are at a 2 or a 3. Exactly. And it becomes so draining mentally and physically, always keeping yourself at a lower level or trying to get to a lower level than you are. It indeed. It's not great. It isn't great to be for us to be in the position we're in. And I know I'm trying things to get for the day to be a bit better than it is. But yeah, I think I see people being dicks. I take it more personal than other people would. But that's the thing. If a person's shit on all their life and they see another person being shat on, they're gonna turn around and consider it them being shat on and be like, excuse me, you shouldn't be that is wrong, you shouldn't be doing that. But because of the temperament levels, it is instantly instead of oi mate, stop that, you don't need to be doing that. It is a oi you cunt, fuck off. Excuse the language. I know I don't normally swear that much, but you know what I mean. Yeah, bully the bullies, exactly. It's got to a point where I was bullied from as young as I can remember, all the way up till my 20s. I was bullied incessantly, every day, bullied, bullied, bullied. So it's got to the point now, the moment I see someone saying something shitty to another person for no reason, Hulk smash. It's just not on. Like there was I don't know if I think Sophie's left now, but there was a bot, and it was one of the angry bots, not a sex bot. It was an angry bot. Said some really nasty stuff in Jason's stream, and I understand Jason's point of view. Ignore it; it'll go away. But me personally, I couldn't ignore it because I can't ignore it when someone's being a bully like that. So I did everything I can to message them, contact them. I ended up calling them. They were on the live stream at the time. I was calling them. If you were on Jason's last stream or one before it, I can't remember. I think it was one before last. You'll hear me on it with talking to them about that really bitch of a bot. I remember you saying, "Pity I wasn't there. I'd have kicked their ass." Yeah, that's it. It's fucking sick how some people can sit behind their computer and say some real mean, nasty shit and think that it's in this day and age when most people's mental health is literally in the gutter. Why make someone else's life worse just to feel better? Why don't people do something to make others feel better to feel better? It's like I will always, if I'm out and about and I'm having a good day and people haven't been ignorant cunts, sorry about the language again, then, I mean, if I see someone wearing a cool shirt, I'm like, hey, mate, cool shirt. You know, say, compliment them, just random compliment. And a lot of people, you will find that just one random compliment can be just maybe just that little bit of positivity they needed. Now, I'm not big on all the, woo woo fluff or anything bollocks like that. But all it takes sometimes for someone is just to compliment that, just one small thing that you find cool. You would fit in more in Manchester. If you ever venture up north, do let me know. We can meet up. Damn straight, mate. I want to be able to get up to Manchester and I want to get up to Newcastle because of a few people. There's quite a few YouTubers I follow up in Newcastle, different areas. But yeah, definitely. If it ever comes to it, mate, most definitely. Cheap entertainment and probably being projected or just cunts. Don't feed the trolls, just block. See, yeah, again, like I said, I understand that, but I'm in such a position at the minute that I can't control myself doing it. I've been shat on and seen people shat on and seen like Evan, my loving partner, struggles so much at the minute because of family members, and it hurts me every day to hear they've said something else and done something else. It hurts and it makes me angry, and it's upsetting for Evan to see that, and I don't like that I get that way. But when you're with someone and you see them hurt so much, it Mark's in Newcastle. He's a good lad. Yeah, for the love of movies. Um, I haven't seen his videos pop up in my feed. Has he actually uploaded anything recently? A few of the YouTubers I follow, I haven't directly gone to their channels recently, so I've been meaning to check up because he did a few vlogs of hiking, which were pretty cool. I really enjoyed them. I did message him saying I really enjoyed his hiking vlogs. I know he's been doing a lot of gym work because I see him post a lot of stories about the gym. He's just had a kid, so yeah. I saw that. I did see that he had a little sprog. Told him I was jealous of the head of hair. That head of hair, man. You remember being that young and instant hair growth? It's like you pull Miracle Grow on your head. And it's like. See, I know I can see when I can see in my peripheral vision when a new comment pops up, but it's delayed on StreamYard, so I can't select it. Spoke to him a few weeks ago and asked if he was okay, so he's busy. Yeah, I can imagine he's busy. Yeah, a little kid can be work. So, before I go, is there anything anyone wants to ask? Harry? Met Sally? Okay, I'm probably a bit tired, but I completely missed that. I apologize, Ant. But I'm confused by the comment. Right, I can see something popped up down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. My Instagram post I did shows me as Harry Potter. Ah, hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Instagram. Keith the Cat Cow. Oh, here we go. You just popped up. Your daggers. Oh my, you as a young lad. I can see what you mean. I wouldn't say you're a Harry Potter. The hair is definitely not right for Harry. But hold on. Hello from the live stream. Yeah, wizard. Here you go. Just commented. No, don't vanish. Flick through them. Lol. Oh god. Oh, it's pretty cool looking knife. Couldn't remember if I've shown this. For the record, it's not horror, it's sci-fi action. Exactly. Predator is not horror, no matter what anyone says. I see a lot of people say that. Nope. Not happening. Right, hold on. I need to get this correct so I don't accidentally close it off. I'll say I enjoyed this, buddy, and was good to see you. Yep, That's it. It was great to see you, mate. I mean, I've gone for just about 3 hours. I really didn't expect to go more than 30 minutes. And I don't know how much I've actually spoken about. Did you hear me talk about Hocus Pocus 2 at all? Yeah. It's not freaking horror. Neil, no. Right. Well, before I go off, then I'll quickly mention it again. Yeah, I'll mention it again. Non-spoiler. If you enjoyed the first one, you'll enjoy this one. It is Disney-fied, modern Disney-fied. So there's a bit more diversity, which I didn't hate. It's not like in your face, but some of the choices could have been different, could have been better. But I had so many laughs in it. It made me laugh so many times. I don't care about the niggly bits. I enjoyed it as a movie. So yeah, it was enjoyable. Yeah, that's fair enough. Again, I don't blame people for coming in when they came in because I didn't warn people. Oh my god. No, The Craft 2 was terrible. I don't even want to call it The Craft. Like, I don't want to call it The Craft. Legacy was terrible. It's like they people like to rave about how it's woke, terrible woke stuff. They actually had a trans actress that they just completely didn't give their character anything. The character of the other people in the coven, they were all completely underdeveloped. It was bloody hell, my TV's just gone off. There we go. I'm back. But yes, it was terrible. I do not. I never recommend Craft Legacy to anyone. Like I do not recommend the remake of The Witches to anyone. Because no, Anne Hathaway just isn't that scary. Found it boring and didn't even know it was trans. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, to be fair, not knowing there was a trans actress was, you know, a positive because you don't, it doesn't really need to know. But the fact that they were underdeveloped makes me laugh at people that call it woke crap because there was so much that if it was really that agenda pushed that they could have done that they just didn't. Yeah, it's cool, mate. You should see what I'm like on my mobile phone. I make so many spelling errors, it's ridiculous. But it's no problem. Right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you for being here for the time that I've been live. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everyone who came in and left. Classic Reviews, first person to come in. Sophie, Gareth, Ant, Neil, Echo, Sean. If I haven't said a name, I greatly apologize. Be nice to have advertised that so it encourages others. Exactly. It would have been nice to basically put forward the proper diversity information than just shoving in the crap that they had in it. And you be safe too, mate. Take care, Neil, mate. And I'm going to try and remember Neil. Night, everyone. Right. So this, when I click end broadcast, is going to take about 5 seconds. So I'm going to try not to, which I saw someone do last night when he clicked end broadcast. He was like, God, thank God this is over before it ended. So you take care. It was lovely seeing you all. And I will see you in another video. End broadcast.